Hi guys, just wanted to do a quick discussion on common pain areas in pregnant women and why they are a main source of pain. So the two types I'll be talking about is passive type pains and active type pains. So with the active type pains, as our body adapts to pregnancy, everything starts to loosen, our ligaments loosen, our joints become separated to help prepare for when we do give birth. So what tends to happen is our muscles, which is our active mechanisms of our body, start to spasm and contract to try and support around those joints that are now more mobile than they once was. And sometimes our brain can go on overdrive and cause them to spasm up, which can really cause these muscles to tighten and be a source of pain. This can be commonly in the glutes, the lower back, the side, the QL, up through the hip flexors. So a good management plan for this is to directly affect the muscles, and that is by trigger pointing, heat packs, muscle release, stretches, and sometimes strengthening to help support what the muscles are spasming from. The second type I wanted to talk about was that passive mechanisms, which is more our joints and our ligaments. So for example, this is our pelvis, our hip area. And this is, we've got joints here, which is our sacroiliac joint, and we've got our pubic symphysis, which is at the front of our pelvis, and each of those are the points where our hip bones meet and center to connect the two sides of our pelvis. So as you can see, we have a lot of ligamentous structure in our pelvis, and these start to elongate and loosen and start to get more mobile as the joint starts to move. So these find it hard to support the joint. So what can happen is the joints can start frictioning, causing inflammation and cause a source of pain. So the common points of pain when you're pregnant is at the sacroiliac joint points, which is actually at the back of your hips, those two dimples at the back of your spine, and also right at the front at your pubic bone can be sources of pain. And that's when you know it's inflammation and irritation at the joint. And that's when you can get associated muscle spasms with that. So you might need some different strategies in cueing to try and stop and limit the irritation, as well as ice can help with that pain relief, and then some strengthening or support from a sacroiliac joint belt or a pregnancy belt. But that's an idea of how our pelvic system works and how we've got a large array of muscles that really help to support it. So they're the types of pain syndromes you can get during pregnancy.